What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Jay, aka More here with another Thursday Night Live. Hope everybody doing well for the week. Heading into Friday, heading into the weekend. A lot of things going on with us. We got Friday Night SmackDown coming up. We have yet to see any appearance with Brock Lesnar, which I'm not surprised, Brock is known for not coming out right away to SmackDown or Monday Night Raw unless he's being promoted to go out there and do something like he did on SummerSlam, which was go out and destroy John Cena in less than a couple of moments. And kind of had a feeling the whole Brock and Cena into Paris. I was like, I don't know how that's gonna work, being how Brock Lesnar just came back and he's been out for what, almost 2 years or something like that. I would say 2 years or more. So I was like, to throw Brock into the picture right away is a good thing. But then at the same time, it's like, you gotta create a storyline behind it. Like, this Brock coming back and seems again like he did last time. And I'm kind of glad they put a Logan Paul in the picture against Cena for Paris because seeing Brock and Cena go at it in Paris, no disrespect to the Paris crowd, which I'm sure they'll probably love that, but I feel like it makes a lot of more sense heading into Bad Blood with that, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, one last time. Why not? I was like, with the whole Paris thing, I was like, how is that gonna work? But I'm glad they went differently with it. We're gonna have Logan Paul in the picture, and we're gonna have Logan Paul face John Cena, so that's a good thing. So I'm like, the whole thing with Brock and Cena in Paris, I was like, don't get me wrong, it's both big in that picture, but being the fact that Brock just came back and was just going into that right away, I was like, how is that gonna work out? I was making sure we following live with the internet, following because like always it's Thursday and the internet wants to act up in here. Don't know why. That's the case sometimes. But yeah, like I was saying, we're gonna head into the weekend. We got Friday Night SmackDown coming up. Like I was saying, the whole thing with Brock Lesnar, I was like, kind of makes sense. But yeah, like I was saying, with the whole Brock Lesnar John Cena into Paris, I was like, nah, I don't want to see that in Paris. It kind of makes sense with the whole Bad Blood thing. What's up, Rolando? Everything good, brother? Bienvenido. Welcome. Thank you for joining me here on Thursday, like always. Talk about wrestling and figures. I got some figures here, which I'm unboxing. They've been in the collection for a while. And I got some figures that I've been having there. Tell me about figures. You guys know how long I've been waiting for this Jacob Fatu figure to show up, and every time I go onto Ringside collect figures, don't get me wrong, I didn't order mine from Ringside. I decided to order Amazon to get me faster. Ringside was basically sold out, and that kind of bit me in the ass because I pre-ordered this figure. I can't even remember, like a month or two, and it's like I got notified saying if I still wanted the figure because the figure was back ordered because it was basically sold out, I placed my order. So I confirmed that I still wanted the figure because who the hell doesn't want a Jacob Fatu figure Elite Series 118? So I say yes, I still want the figure. So I get this notification sometime Tuesday saying that I was going to get the figure today. So okay, I waited all day, patiently waited all day, Then out of nowhere, I see that the figure doesn't even say ship or alpha delivery. So I was like, damn, here we go. Usually, if anybody that knows, orders from Amazon, when you see something like that and you was expecting to order the same day, when you see something like that, you already know your order went into shit. So I reached out to them, and the first person that I spoke to was trying to talk to me like I was an idiot. or it was wrong. And I was like, no, you're not understanding. I pre-ordered this figure. Not even pre-order, I order because let's just be real. It's not a pre-order if you order the figure you have it in stock. Right or wrong. That's the reason why I didn't do it from Ringside. No offense to Ringside, but it's like what? I didn't want to wait. So like I said, bit me in the ass. I ordered the figure from Amazon. Come to find out, the figure's supposedly not in stock. After I order it, they reach out to me. Hey, do you still want the figure even though we fucked up? Basically. So I'm like, yeah, I still want the figure. Okay. I get this notification. Hey, you're gonna finally, I'm saying finally, it didn't say that. You're gonna finally receive your figure. So I was like, okay. It's hot in here, it's hot in this room. I'm ready to sweat like I'm in the steam room. I don't got my AC. And you're finally gonna receive your Jacob Cartoon figure series 118. I'm like, okay, cool. Finally. In my head I'm like, finally. That wasn't even the case. Like I said, I see that it says not out for delivery, but it says arriving today. So I reached out to them, like I said, the lady was trying to tell me like, well, if it doesn't come today, I'll come tomorrow. Well, not to sound like an asshole, but it's just the whole principle. I said, one, you guys might got my account as a business account. Don't know why, because I don't sell nothing here on Amazon. Two, I'm constantly getting charged multiple times in 1 month for Amazon Prime. Then it's $6.99. $14.99. $9.99. What is it, bro? Like, so I kind of like a little bit of frustration now because I'm like, get your shit together. You guys make money. You guys are a multi-dollar company. Like, how you gonna F up that many times on a customer? And I've been a loyal customer for years. But it's like, you're overcharging me on monthly prices. You're making me wait for things that should have been shipped out. So it's like, after a while you get frustrated as a customer because it's like, and then I remember at one point, I was supposedly, I ordered things, and the things that I ordered supposedly was getting delivered. But every time I got home, my delivery is just never here. So I reached out to them about that. And I came to find out on my account, and I know this is about wrestling, but I'm ranting right now. I came to find out through that mistake that my account was a business account. Mind you guys, I don't sell nothing on Amazon. I don't sell none of my figures. I don't sell nothing on Amazon. Nothing at all. Never sold anything on Amazon. Thought about it, but never applied for it. So I'm like, how you got my account as a business account? I haven't made no money from you guys, or ever try to make money, but you guys are overcharging me on all these features and all these things. And at the same time, when it comes to me ordering stuff, I'm not even getting my orders. Then I'm getting these emails that I'm trying to do fraud. Like, if I'm trying to take advantage of something, I got cameras in my building. So it's like, anyway, long story short, I didn't get my figure today, so I'm sorry guys. No review on Jacob Part 2 today. I guess for next week if I do get him tomorrow, because then after I got off the phone with him, all of a sudden, and I'll show you guys because this I get frustrated. All of a sudden I get off the phone with him, and guess what? I get a notification from who? Amazon. And what does Amazon let me know? That I am getting my figure tomorrow. Let me block my. You see that? Arriving tomorrow. I was like, yo, I'm done. I was like, I'm done. But it's the whole principle. I had to reach out to find out what was going on with the item that I pre-ordered over 3 months ago. I think like 2, because I forgot. I just kind of gave up on it, and I was like, if it shows up, it shows up, and if it don't, then I'll definitely cancel it. But excuse me, the camera's having a little hard time focusing. It was too bright. There we go. But yeah, I didn't get the figure. It says arriving tomorrow after I got off the phone with them, and I was like, you know what? It's whatever, But I'm excited about tonight. I got, like I said, I got some figures that I've been in my head for a while. I got Alpha Block 1, Legend. We got Hogan, another legend. If you guys know who he is, of course you guys know who he is. If you don't know who he is, then you don't know wrestling. And of course, we got a Hulk Hogan book that I had in my collection. And basically, how can I say this? When I basically moved from New York down here, I had this book in my collection already, and I always wanted to get it signed by him. So I got the book back, and thank God, it's in my collection. I met Hogan. That was cool. May he rest in peace. I'm actually talking about Hulk Hogan. Today he actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think he makes a month today. A month, I believe, or 3 weeks. I'm not even sure, but I know it's something like that. I'm pretty accurate with numbers. I believe today's already like the 4th. Yeah. It's a month already. That's crazy, But yeah, like I got thrown off with this whole Amazon thing and figure. And, oh man, I mentioned the great one for Hulkster, Hulk Hogan, and realizing that already years a month is passing. Things that I wanted to touch on tonight. We already talked about Brock Lesnar, his return. I'm really hoping that the match between him and John Cena is in bad blood because it makes sense. They do have rivalries over the years. Brock returning, of course, attacking John Cena on SummerSlam. Kind of makes sense for them to go at it because, it's funny because Triple H said, John wanted Brock to come back, and then we got John the other hand. I'm like, nah, man. I'm sick and tired of that motherfucker beating my ass and suplexing me. Even though John didn't say that, but come on. We know that every time Brock Lesnar comes back, and John Cena is freakishly big, but you can tell that Brock Lesnar is just a behemoth man. Next to John Cena, he looks massive. And to come back and just be suplexing John Cena everywhere is kind of crazy. Even though he didn't do that this time, he just came back at F5 and I was like, whatever. I'm here. Who's next? But like I said, I'm kind of glad it's not happening in Paris. I'm glad it's happening in Bad Blood. It makes a lot of sense what's happening in Bad Blood because over the years they started together, rivalries over the years in career. So I'm really excited to see John Cena and Brock again. Whether it's either one match or 2 matches, or 3 matches out of it. That's something that I wanted to see was between him and Randy. Was like best out of 3 when it came to the title. But we didn't get that. What's up, Fatima? Everything good? Thank you for being here. Hope everything is good in NYC. Been here relying on negativity in the news. That's the reason why I don't watch the news. Even though this has nothing to do with wrestling, but now we're hearing about parasites in the water. I'm like, bro, what were we supposed to do? Like, man, nah, bro. Like, before, they couldn't get into salt water. Guess what? Now they in salt water. I was talking to my girl about this earlier, and she's like, no, don't worry about it. They're only like in, and then she looks at the thing and the news, and she's like, oh, snap. And I'm like, yeah, you motherfuckers is on something. They're coming for us. Thank God. But it's like, what's next, man? Like, the air, God forbid. It's like, so many things happening. There's a scary world we live in nowadays. And don't get me wrong, it's always been a scary world. But it's just like, I don't know, man. It's getting crazier. I'm going to start investing into like some bio suits and masks and MK-47 mines. Like, I'm laughing, but yo, realistically, like, it starts to feel like you got to barricade your house. Like, it's insane, man. Like, you watch the news and they just want to make you freak out. It's like, me, thank God for cannabis. That's a word that I'm going to use for it. Because if it wasn't for cannabis, I probably would have had a stroke a long time ago. I forbid. But the news be making you stress. Like, and I don't even, like I said, I don't try to watch the news. I try to like be distracted and avoid the news and watch wrestling. Try to watch movies on days they don't get wrestling, but nowadays it's pretty hard to avoid that too because you got sometimes wrestling 5 days out of the week. It's not WWE, it's AEW. It's not AEW, it's NXT. If it's not NXT, it's TNA. If it's not TNA, you know, it's like but it's like I try to avoid. Not I try to avoid. I watch NXT. I love NXT. I love what they've been doing. I've been more and more into it. I kind of fell off in the middle of it when like Adam Cole and you know his crew left and everything. I was you know, but I would always watch here and there, and I kept track with it. But like I've never really oh my shoulder. I've never really like been like hardcore fan of NXT, if I can say it like that. But I do respect what they do because at the end of the day, they're part of WWE. They are wrestlers. And they do put their heart and everything into it, you know. Like, so I do appreciate the shows that they put on when I do watch because it's pretty awesome. And ever since Ethan Page and you know, all the other like Ricky Saints and like all the other AEW talent that joined so far, you know, it's been pretty interesting, I have to say. Especially ever since they've been working with TNA. I love what they're doing. I love the fact that it's like more dream matches. I love the fact that you can tune into NXT sometimes and you'll see Moose like last week, you know. So it's like that's pretty cool. You know, you'll see the Hardys from time to time. And me, I grew up around the Attitude Era, and the Hardys is a big, you know, impact in me and my brother's life. Even though I was more in the DX, my brother Jonathan though, I mean to throw his name out there like that, like that's how excited I am. He was big into the Hardys. Like what? He was a mix though. He was a mix of Jeff and Matt at the same time. You know? But yeah. I will never forget when my brother used to play wrestling, man. And I used to always be the big guy because I was bigger than him. You know, I was not Kane, I was Goldberg. If I wasn't Goldberg, I was what call it, the Big Show. If I wasn't the Big Show, I was the Big Boss Man. I stopped being big ever since one time me and my brother was playing, and he called me a bard in the jewels. Yeah, I was like this little mother. So the first figure that we're gonna be unboxing tonight, even though I feel like I should be unboxing this bad boy first, so I think we're gonna leave this. Shout out to my sister. Got me this. Been bothering her for a while. She was like, "No, I got you. I'm gonna make you something." But you know, she doesn't take a pill sometimes, the memory power. So I gotta remind her. And she was like, "Remind me." So I kept bothering her just to annoy her. She was just laughing. But yeah, she got me that. So I'll show you guys what that is. Actually, art. On the WE shop itself. Shout out to my sister for that. We're gonna be unboxing this bad boy tonight. Cowboy Bob Orton. We're gonna be unboxing Cowboy Bob Orton tonight. I'm over here like, copy. You copy me? Maybe it's a little bit better. The whole time I thought my mic was plugged. Good thing that my computer picks up on things. But this guy right here has been in my collection since 2021. Came with Triple H, the Hurricane, and of course Jake the Snake. Yeah, this is actually a pretty sick figure. I got this figure because I'm a big Randy Orton fan, and to see his father basically like, you know, do things before he even joined the WWE and be part of the great Roddy Piper. Oh snap! We got in the house. There's the man, the myth, the marvelous. What's up, there? Everything good, brother? How you been, man? How you been, brother? getting ready for Halloween again. I can't wait for Halloween, even though I feel like I'm keep working this year. I feel like Friday, unless I request it off so that you can take my daughter out on trick or treating also. But let's see, because hopefully by that time my schedule will change and I'll get to work early and come out earlier. So maybe she can do something with her mom and I can do something with her later, or vice versa. I'm doing good, brother. I could be better, but I'm doing good. Got a little injury in my shoulder. It's not too bad now because, well, I'm not gonna say it's not too bad. It's better. I can say it's better, but I've been dealing with a shoulder injury for a while. I said soldier. Been dealing with a shoulder injury for a while, but working where I work at, I believe it made it a little bit worse because I do a lot of heavy lifting. And the job that I work, it requires a lot of heavy lifting. I lift 40 to 45 pound boxes, 60 pound boxes. The meat sometimes depends what kind of size meat it is. If it's brisket, of course, a piece of brisket is like 20 to 15 pounds, 25 pounds, depending on the size of the brisket. So it's helped a lot with getting in shape in a way because I've lost a lot of weight from the job that I had previously last year. The job that I worked last year, I'm finally getting over a cold. That's awesome, man. That's awesome to hear. It's always awesome to hear that somebody's getting over a cold or somebody that was sick is no longer sick, because being sick sucks, man. So I wish you the best. I hate getting sick. So passion. Leave it up and tell your girl not to be so rough. You can't be giving you RKOs. She wish. I think she would try to RKO me. She'll probably destroy her own shoulder because my weight would drop on her. You can't have that. Both of us out of commission. Hey, yo. But yeah, shoulder. So it's like I said, it's like a lot of heavy lifting. But I'm hoping that after I receive the paperwork that I've been waiting for in the mail, I can follow up with our MRI and determine if it's a tear. But even though they haven't specifically told me that it is a tear, I'm treating it as it is, because everything I spoke to the doctor that day I went to the hospital, and I mentioned when I was one-on-one with him, they tell me that it sounds like a tear. Even though they took x-rays, they didn't see nothing broken. But the fact that I couldn't lift my arm a certain way or turn it a certain way, he definitely said it sounds like a rotated cuff tear, but hopefully not. My sister told me that she has something similar to it, and that she did like a little laser surgery, and after she did that, it was a lot better. For me, I'm just hoping that it's not something like that, and if it is, I hope it's not a process where I'm out of work for a long time, because I can't afford to be out of work. Because at the end of the day, even though there's all these programs and everything, the government and the landlords don't believe in IOUs. When it's time to pay your money, you have to pay your money. And yeah, so I'm hoping that whatever happens next with this injury is going to benefit me and not put me out of commission and be in a worse situation. But yeah, here we have Cowboy Bob Orton out the box. And excuse me guys for having the light off. It was a little bit warmer in my room, and being the fact that I don't have my AC on in my room, I figured if I turn off the lights, because the more lights you have on in a small room, the hotter it is. And I have actually lights above me that if I turn them on right now, even though they're LED lights, after a while you definitely feel the difference in the room. And ever since I shut off the lights, it's been a lot cooler. So we're gonna have the lights off for now. As long as you guys can see me and hear me, that's all that matters. But yeah, here we have Cowboy Bob Orton out the box. It's been in my collection since 2021. Shout out to Randy Orton and Cowboy Bob Orton. Could have switched it with the, taking the boxing gloves off. and put it on his regular hand, but I figured he looks more badass with a boxing glove. So we're gonna leave it on. And right here, of course, I believe this is actually the cast that he had on his forearm. Also the cast. Excuse me. And 2 extra hands. So, yep, put that to the side. Put this Legends art to the side. Box open. That gets tossed to the side, but these bad boys I always say select. Because believe it or not, even though I'm not the type of person to sell things like that, there's a lot of people that buy those things just to do background for their figures. And it makes sense, but I never thought about selling it. And if I ever do, yeah, anybody that ever needs background, hit me up. I am on Mercari. Look at my page. Excuse me with this. The lights and heat's no joke. You said it, brother. It's like I said, you know, when I first built this small room, it was in a room, but if I would have known, I would have made it a little bit more bigger. Not too big, but decent size. And probably have the back wall over there. To have a little hallway. But you know, we still have it. I'm glad I have it. It's something that I could work with for the meanwhile. The days my kids ever decide to, you know, move or do their own thing, or then I'll take one of their rooms and move my collection there, and get a little more interesting. Because being that my collection is all wrestling now, I would love to do a Saturday night main event theme with the LED lights all around the room and the edges, floor, carpet, you know, something like I got so many ideas. You guys know over the years you got to follow me. You guys know the transitions I've done to all my rooms. And it's always something, you know, that looks very interesting and unique. I even have people reach out to me like, oh, how you do this, how you do that. And it's just, you know, putting your passion into it. Just like cooking. When I cook with love. And if you cook with love, everything comes out good. If you don't cook with love, then you're gonna come out shit. That's just me being honest. If you're gonna cook, you have to cook with love. If you don't feel like cooking, don't cook. Your food's gonna come out tasting like. And it's like that's how I am. Always been like that since younger. I have to be in a good mood for me to be cooking. And even though I could be in a bad mood once I start cooking, I get in a better mood because, believe it or not, food is very relaxing, especially when you're making it, because you have to really sit there and think about the spices and seasons you're gonna put in your food. And yes, this is not a food channel. I'm just letting you know, your boy can cook. Oh man. But yeah, moving on. We got here, series 23. I even forgot to mention this series. This was talking about food, talking about this crazy stuff. You see, here in this channel, we just don't talk about wrestling. We talk about everything else generally in life. But here we got series 13. That's one that I unboxed. Series 13. So yeah, I got this bad boy in my collection for 4 years. It would have been 5 or whatever. The box 1 more year. But no, we couldn't do that. 4 years was enough. Kind of glad I'm unboxing this one because I remember when I first got this, I noticed that there was a pair at the top of the box. And being that I met Rikishi already, and I did get his autograph here, and my Intercontinental Championship, mini Intercontinental Championship, we have, oh, my shoulder. Rikishi signature, Hall of Fame, certified stamp right there. Yep. Yeah, Rikishi. Got the shoot for him. Cool dude. There's been a lot of controversy lately with his name being thrown out there with Zila Fatu's mom. And thing that she's mentioned on Instagram about him and the Usos and all this drama going on in the family. And me personally, when it comes to family drama, I don't like to get involved in things like that. So, being it as a touchy subject, I try to stay away from things like that because you don't want to say the wrong things and offend people, and then, nah. I don't know how I am when it comes to my family. It's like, if I don't like nobody in my personal phone when it comes to like family things, I don't like nobody personal phone things like that. Somebody can get hurt. And I'm making sure it's not me. So yeah, here we have Sultan. The art outpost, so we can select these. Select these bad boys right here. I'm trying to make frames out of them. What I'll do is I'll cut the bottom piece off, as you can see. Like so. And bam. There we use the 8x10 or 8x12 and frame these bad boys. A couple. But yeah, like I was saying, the whole Cody Rhodes. Well, yeah, I was talking about Brock earlier, but I forgot to mention about Cody defeating John Cena. I wasn't surprised in a way. I was kind of hoping that Cody was going to turn heel. But Cody being the babyface that he is like, how long did we wait for John Cena to give us that small heel turn? And even though Cody has been here before in WWE, the way that Cody rebuilt himself and came back into WWE after leaving AEW, it's kind of hard to like see that happening, because it's like what we basically just realized on SummerSlam is that John Cena was actually passing the torch. John Cena's getting ready to retire, and even though he did beat Cody in WrestleMania, like, I don't know, it seemed that final babyface Cena and Cody and them sharing words and fears in the way in the ring, and realizing that John Cena raises his hand like, yes, this is the dude, like, this is the dude that's gonna lead you guys into the new, So it's like, to see that, I was like, wow, it's really happening. Cena's actually gonna retire. But then when you see Brock, when I was in the music hit, I was like, ah. And when Cena effed up is that, don't get me wrong, he didn't F up because he was waiting, he was defending himself. Brock jumped in the ring and Cena tried to attack him. I was like, bro, here we go. Brock just went under, scooped him, F5. Like that. Brock Lesnar's a behemoth for me, man. And like I said, Cena's a big dude. But when you see Brock next to Cena, what happened to Cena? And that's all you can say. Big dude. You have the Sultan. Oh my god. Looking like a Ninja Turtle character. Man, like he had a drunken night. And pass me the corona, puppy. Let me take off the cape. He looks more badass without the cape and the helmet. See how he looks with the helmet. Yeah, definitely looks more badass like this. Kind of like a overweight Bane. You have adapted to the darkness. I was owning it. What's up, guys? Everything good? Just unboxed the Sultan right now. Talking about everything that's been going on in wrestling over the week. John Cena and Brock. Cody defeating John Cena. Karrion Kross. Contracts coming to an end. WWE, which already happened. I think it was over on August 10th, if I'm not mistaken. And they have not. I'm not too sure if they ever signed them or not. Let me see what's on my camera. So, focus. Here we go. Camera's been bugging out for a while. I'm a little sweaty in here because it's hot in my room. I don't got my AC on, so I'm like over here. I feel like I'm in the steam room. But yeah, we got the Sultan out the box. Looking like an overweight thing. We unboxed Cowboy Bob Orton. The Sultan came with 4 pair of hands. You could hold something, and then 2 extra hands. They are wide. Excuse me, I don't have Tourette's, I'm trying to press my neck. I'll be back if I got Tourette's, but I'm gonna break my neck. Extra hands. Plastic. Bye. Anyway, cape, he had the cape on, but I just had to take the cape off. I'll go right back on. Oh, making sure it really sucks. I'll be. Okay. The Sultan was Abolin the Butcher. I call him Abi, the fella of the buck. Isn't he also Rikishi? Because I'm sure he was Rikishi too, right? Because now I'm like, yo, Rikishi. He was like much skinnier. It's actually how he looks inside the box. Man, now you're gonna make me look that up. You see, you can't do that to me. My anxiety just kicks in. Now you're gonna make me Google that. It's Rikishi the Sultan. Let's see. I'm here. Okay. Head Shrinker Fatu, Hustle Rikishi, Junior Smooth, Junior Fatu, Kishi, 8 Kit Fatty. Yes, there we go. He was the Sultan. I was like, yo, I'm not bugging. Right there, the Sultan. Oh, my shoulder. So that way you see, guys, I'm not BSing. The quiche. Nah, I was like, I gotta make sure, because when you said that, I was like, he's not the Sultan? Oh, man. I was like, yo, as soon as you was like, I was like, hold up, my mind just all like running. Like the engine just went off, like, you're wrong. He's not the Sultan. And I was like, no. Nah, you're good, bro. You're good, guys. I was just like, my mind, like I said, I was just like, this whole time I thought the Sultan was Rikishi. So once you said that, I was like, not him? I had to Google it, and it came up, and I was like, at first when I see the name popping up, I was like, oh, it's not him. Like they right. And when it popped up, I was like, okay. I was like, wow. Yeah, because he had so many gimmicks before. Like they didn't know what to do with the quiche. But that's how you know he's a trooper. That's how you know he's a trooper, because whatever they threw at him, he was down with it. As long as he made that money for his kids and his family, that's what he was trying to do. But yeah, I was like, man, you had me going right there. You had me going. I was like, yeah. We have another figure boxing tonight. This I had it here for a while already. I think I got this a month or two, and I have not unboxed it because I've been waiting for. When I started this live stream, I've been waiting for my Jacob Part 2 figure to come in from Amazon, and Amazon just keeps playing with me. Long story short, for anybody that missed the live stream in the beginning, I have mentioned how I pre-order, or not even pre-order, I ordered a Jacob Fatu figure through Amazon, because if you pre-order it through M-Ring site, you have to wait for a while because it's out of stock. So it basically bit me in my ass, because they notified me saying that the figure was out of stock, and once it was in stock, it was basically let me know if I still want it. So yes, I still want it. So I received the notification saying the figure was in stock, it'll be shipped out soon. I was like, okay, cool. Boom, I get this notification on Tuesday saying the figure will be here on Thursday. So I was like, excited. I've waited freaking 2 months for the damn figure. I'm like, yes. Long story short, the figure didn't get here. So I'm like, yeah. I'm a fucking joke. So I'm like, oh my God. Called him, hey, I got this notification that my figure was gonna be here today. I haven't seen nothing, haven't got no update, no email, no nothing. Or, maybe it'll be there tomorrow. That's not the point though. The point is that I've been waiting for a while of it. And now the date is finally gonna be here, you guys are gonna fucking push it to one more day. I lost it. I was like, if this person was in front of me right now, I slammed them. I'm like, come on, man, like, it's just a principle, like, nobody could have hit me up and let me know, hey, it's a delay or something. No, I had to call to find out because, they forgot to do their job. It's whatever. Anyway, like I said, I've been waiting for Jacob to come in because I got this one here for a while. Let him collect dust. Like you can see, look at the thing, look at the plastic in the right there. It's just like all scratched up. It's like I just had it. I think he's the one scratching and it's like you're broken. You let me breathe. It's a little bit foggy in here. Oh man, too much, right? So we're gonna unbox tonight, Tonga Loa. You've been faithfully waiting for a while, just like me. Sorry, Tonga. Jacob was supposed to be here today, but he's not. Maybe tomorrow. But by next week, if hopefully Jacob is here tomorrow, Tonga will have some company. Even though him and Jacob is not in good terms right now. But yeah, we got Tonga Loa. Definitely Mr. Tomatanga. And Jacob Fatu. Already got the collector's edition John Cena. I wouldn't mind getting it again, of course, because we all know. Hold on. Is this the collector's edition clear John Cena, or is it the collector's edition trench coat John Cena? Because I never seen John Cena with a trench coat and butt ass nigga. I don't know why the fuck I get a figure. But anyway, let's unbox this bad boy. Tonga Loa. Down with the bloodline, with the new bloodline. But honestly speaking, I can't wait for Talatanga figure to come out, which is a giant to join the bloodline. And we already know we got JC Mateo, which I wish they did a better name for him, because JC Mateo, bro, you should have just left him as JC. Like Mateo, come on, bro. But yeah, so we have Tonga Loa in the Bloodline 2.0 Fire Gear. Don't know why he's smiling, because he's the one who's always botching everything every time he comes out of a match. My man is smiling over here like He's a man, you know. Let's see, we got him. Fire. A lot of people ask me, oh, why would you unbox it? Because when I do get Jacob, I'm gonna unbox him. A lot of people say, oh, why would you unbox him? I will save him. You never know when you're gonna meet Jacob. Let me say something. You're right. I should save it because you never know. I might meet Jacob, and I know I am gonna meet Jacob. But my thing is this: I want to unbox the new figures because I have a figure here. Bunch of lower facts. I have a figure here that is actually a Major League Wrestling figure. It's Jacob Fatu when he was down with them, and that's the figure that basically. Excuse me, guys, my camera. I can't. And that figure basically, you know, let us know that Jacob made in the wrestling world. So even though the Elite figure, which is new, is sick, and I shouldn't unbox it, but the day that I do meet Jacob, he's not gonna sign an Elite figure. Most likely, he's gonna sign my Major League Wrestling figure, or most likely, he's gonna sign my Ultimate Edition Jacob Fatu figure that's gonna be coming out soon. And like like I always say here, like when Roman, I met Roman before. I got this from Roman. Shout out to Roman Reigns when he first started wrestling. Was coming out to the crowd. I was excited. I was like, yo, Roman, I came out here to show you love. F up with all these hitters, because at that time everybody was wooing Roman out the arena because every dude that had a girl, they don't know how to control his girl, so they lost love for Roman because the girls were going crazy for Roman Reigns. I know a lot of dudes do that. I'm gonna say no name. But I was just like, yeah, that's crazy. But Roman showed me love, gave me that, gave me a fist pump, kept the walk, and I was like, yo, respect for that, because he had to do that. So I said the day that I meet Jacob, I'm gonna have him sign. That's probably high five. I know my hand was there. I'm gonna have Jacob sign either the Major League Wrestling figure, or I'm gonna have him sign the Ultimate Edition figure. Yeah, for real. So when I get my Jacob Fatu Elite figure Series 118 that I've been waiting for a while, I'm gonna rip that box open. Oh man. I'll let you guys I'm gonna show you guys this right now. I finally got my Coke in the back. The Hulkster. A lot of things in here. The Hulkster was young. A lot of great pictures. Sick. This book right here. Definitely one of those books where you do want to get and know more about the Hulkster, because the book tells you a lot more than these documentaries and all these things tell you. Certain things you can put in documentaries, certain things you can put in books. But let me tell you, get yourself this book if you don't have it. Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Great book. Great book. I also have the Drew McIntyre book. Oh, sugar. Got the Drew McIntyre book. A Chosen Destiny. You already know who Chosen. And My Story. This book would definitely love to get a sign with McIntyre one day. You'd love it. And of course, the last thing that we're going to be adding tonight, which I'm not unboxing because of course it is an Ultimate Edition figure, Target exclusive. Here we have WWE Legends Ultimate Edition, Shawn Michaels, and may I add, the DX version. When I came across this figure this week, me and my girlfriend was in Target, and we came across the most cutest little girl I ever seen, besides my daughter. This little girl was so cute because she reminded me a lot of my daughter and me in a way. You know, her father was telling us how she's such a big wrestling fan and she's been to wrestling shows. And me being a dad, even though I am a fan and I do love to collect wrestling figures, I was kind enough to let the little girl choose before I choose anything that was on that wall. So, you know, they was there before me, but the father was like trying to like guard the section. And I was like, excuse me, I'm trying to actually get to the location where you're at. And then I noticed that his daughter was like having a hard time to choose. So, you know, high five. And what's up, sis? So I was just like, you know, I'm a dad. I'm gonna let her choose before I choose anything, because at the end of the day, I'm a grown man. I'm not gonna just take a figure maybe that she wants, and then I'm gonna look like an asshole in this little girl's eyes. So I was just like, let her choose first, you know? And thank God there was two of these, because that little girl was such a fan. I was such impressed that she took an Ultimate Edition figure. So shout out to that little girl. She took an Ultimate Edition figure, which was Shawn Michaels. So I'm glad it was both in great condition, because if she would have given me the shitty one, I would have been mad. But thank God for both of us. They was both in great condition. She got to choose her figure, and I got to choose mine. Then, even though there was a LWO Rey Mysterio figure that I actually wanted, she wanted that figure, and I know that she wanted the figure because when I looked at it, I glanced over and looked at her, and she was just looking at me like, hey, "Don't take it! I fucking punch you!" So I put the figure down, and I was like, "Oh, that's a good one." And she was just like so relieved that I didn't take the figure. You see that in her face, and she was like, "Oh, you didn't take it? Thank God." So the father was like, "Oh, which other figure you want? Which other figure you want?" So I knew which figure she wanted, so I pointed at it. I was like, "Oh, she actually wants this one." And he just looked at me like, "Motherfucker." But yeah, like I said, I was impressed. The little girl was at least like 6 years old, 6, 7 years old. Knew her wrestlers, was so into it, was excited about buying the wrestler figure. You know, it's just something that I look at like, I had that when my kids was younger, my boys. They grew up to be assholes, you know, but I still love them. You know? They was into wrestling when they was younger with me, and I loved that, sharing that with them, you know? And, you know, they became older and they kind of fell off. So I'm kind of glad that I had that with my daughter, because my daughter could be watching Coco Melon, Miss Rachel, you name them, whatever you name, Boss Baby, whatever. And she is wrestling on this TV, on my 65-inch TV. And I could be in my living room by myself, and she'll come running from her room, leave the comfort of her bed and AC, and be in the steamy ass hot room with me over here. And be watching wrestling with her father like nothing. Sweating with me, but enjoying the show. Nah, I got the 18 in the room, but over here I don't got it on today. But yeah, like, I just love that. And my daughter, you know, like, she loves wrestling, and I think it was actually SummerSlam. She wanted to see John Cena versus Cody Rhodes. What was SummerSlam? Yeah, SummerSlam. And I had to tell her, I was like, hey, you know, if she wants to watch SummerSlam, she was watching it with me upstairs, so you might want to put that on for her. And I remember texting her mother. I was like, hey, how's the baby? What she's doing? And she sent me a picture of my daughter in her house watching SummerSlam. And it was a match between Roman Reigns and Jay Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. And the screen, you see Roman Reigns with his hand up, and my daughter's just looking. And I was like, oh, look at that, my little wrestling fan. But yeah, I'm excited, you know, that my daughter actually shares that with me. She loves wrestling. Actually, oh my God, you're talking about that. I actually left 2 wrestling figures downstairs on top of the box that belongs to her. That's actually Jay Uso and Jimmy Uso. If I lose those figures, she would never forgive me, because she loves Jimmy and Jay so much. And I mean, so much. That's her favorite wrestlers. And I don't blame her. I love Jay and Jimmy. I love the chemistry between those 2 brothers. I love that they're all about family. I love that even though they wrestle, they represent the family. Like, I love it. I love it. Like, so, you know, I ain't even mad at her for picking those 2 as her favorites, because I love what they represent as family. Jay and Jimmy, for real. Shout out to the Usos. But yeah, we got Shawn Michaels Ultimate Edition, DX Edition, Legends Edition, may I add, to the collection. The Ultimate. Oh, my shoulder. The Ultimate. Sir, I'm gonna put this bad boy right here. Add it to the collection. Or not, I got no face. I gotta make the face. Hold on to it. There. Then I want to show you guys some of my games. I do have more games on my PlayStation 5, but these are some of the games that I have from over the years. Here we have WWE 2K17, PlayStation 4, with Brock Lesnar in the front cover. Here we have WWE 2K18 with Seth Rollins in the front cover. Here we have the WWE Deluxe Edition 2K19. Like I said, I have more games, PlayStation 3 and 2. I regret not having them, man. Here we have WWE 2K20. 2K20 Deluxe Edition. When I say I'm a loyal fan, I mean that shit. I'm a loyal fan, you know. Then I believe I had 2K21. I think they skipped that year, I'm not too sure. And here we have the 2K22. Also got the hard case with the Rey Mysterio signature in the back. And of course, here we have the Deluxe Edition 2K23. And it continues because even though I don't have them physically, I have them digitally. So excuse me, digitally. And the collection continues. I'll show you guys right now. I have it here on my app where I can go to my games. That's 2K23, and here's 2K24 that I have on my PlayStation 5. 2K24, the Cody. And here we have the recent one, 2K25. Oh yeah, I don't play. Well, I do play, but you know, I don't play when But yeah, we still have SmackDown 2 for play. Oh man, that's the best one. Don't even, man. Let me tell you something. I wish I believe I still have all my consoles. Don't know where they at because over the years of moving a lot of things in this place. But if I can take a good guess, I believe they'll be in my collection room on camera. Again, high five, everybody. I believe they'll be in my storeroom downstairs. Probably put somewhere nice and neatly in my room because I'm not gonna lie, my basement was there. It's like over the years, taking stuff out, putting stuff back in, moving stuff out. It's like trying to organize it. And it's like one of these days, I would love to go downstairs and just set everything up. But I would love to build some wooden shelves all across and just put everything on shelves and have more space and mobility and more to get to everything and do things you want to do. Just did pay that a lot. But yeah, let me show you guys now what my sister got me. Shout out to my sister one more time. From WEShop.com. Also shout out to WE for this. As soon as I seen this, I was like, oh man, I gotta get this. So the joke to this was that my sister was supposed to give me a t-shirt, you know? But my sister knows how much of a fan I am for her booking. So she was like, oh, I want to get your shirt. So she was like, send me something from the website to see what I could get you. She knew I would take over with that. Still to this day continue to be when they pass away. So I seen all the new t-shirts that came out with the poster. That's the one that says Hulkamania with the NWO whole life. Black. So I was like, oh, that's fire. Both, you know? He transcended into Hulk Hogan and took off and did his thing, and then he did that whole Hulkamania, I mean, the whole NWO Hollywood Hogan thing. So I was like, that's kind of like the best of both worlds. Like this, a T-shirt with two things that he represented and made famous. So I said, I need that. Host Hulkamania for life. I said, I want that for something for her. The T-shirt's gonna get his sister. No matter about that. Kind of was expected already. So long story short, I kept like messing with her, like, hey, don't forget this, hey, don't forget this. So she forgot at one point. But she's like, hey, remind me next week, you know, blah blah blah, and I got you. So I said, you know what, just making me wait, it's been making me wait longer. Now I want this. Just playing with her, you know? And she was like, are you serious? And I said, yeah, that's the delay fee. She will laugh my ass off. So now I'm gonna show you guys the delay fee. So what she got me. And it's funny because like I told her, I was just joking. I was gonna, you know, obviously get it for myself when I had the chance. But without further ado, we have this sick. Oof, this is nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. Sick parts. Can't wait to get a frame for this. Check it out, guys. You guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? So fire. Hulkamania. $16 by $20. Hard. Not accept. This is so fire. So sick. Can't wait to get a frame for this. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Can't wait to get a 16 by 20 frame for this bad boy right here. So fire. So surreal, you know, to like be looking at this sick art of the Hulkster in the back of your mind, thinking about how he passed away. So good. Yeah. Shout out to the Hulkster, man. Rest in peace one more time. That's it. I got to say tomorrow. But yeah. Also shout out to the sister for this sick artwork. 16 by 20 poster. Can't wait to get a frame for this. Even though it came with a nice sleeve, but shout out to WWE and Fanatics for that, because usually they roll these suckers up and ship it to you. So I'm glad they didn't bend it. It came in like this. It's definitely fire. Definitely sick. I love it. Love it. Big exciting to get up there and I'll show you guys everything I want to show you tonight. But yeah, man. Appreciate all the love. Appreciate all the likes. Don't forget to smash that like button if you didn't. Also, hopefully by next week, I'll have Jacob Fatu. But yeah, man, appreciate all you guys. Have a good night. Don't forget to smash that like button, and I'll see you guys definitely next Thursday. Same time, same place. Let's so finish. Have a good night, babe. I was gonna say, have a good night, baby. And I said, babe, have a good night, everybody. Peace out. Stay marvelous and collect what you love. Have a good weekend, bro. Appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend too. Let's see what SmackDown brings to us. Can't wait for tomorrow. Like always, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in. And I definitely, guys, gotta definitely tune into you guys because it's been a while. I know you guys switched it up to Wednesdays. I forgot you guys said something about you guys go live 5:30. So I definitely got to. I got my things on. Right? We have so much notifications on my phone from Instagram that I just like clear everything. So that's on me. I apologize. But like always, I appreciate the love. And I definitely see you guys next week. But yeah, have a good night, everybody. Stay positive.